what's up, everyone? Welcome. Oh, Chris Ultronimus already in. Yeah, starting a little early just because I don't know when Nintendo will start, and I wanted to get everything going because actually, this is what it's going to look like. There we go. Yeah, I'll just keep it like this. Yeah, as soon as the direct starts, we'll get going. In the meantime, we gotta download something. Fancy. Oh, thank you. Yeah, actually, this was just on Amazon. I just saw it on Amazon, and I was like, "Hey, that looks cool." Because I like this type of thing. Yeah. It's kind of just like it's possible when people look at it, they don't know what it is, but I love the way it looks. It's cool. But no, Ultronimus, I don't know if you've been playing the UC Engage, but they have they're behind Japan, and so they just came out with like the English translated new Amuro and Char story where it shows like Char running into the clones and all that. So I'm really wanting to play the game again. So I just installed it just because it's like I want to get into that story stuff, but sometimes there's a lot of that, when it comes to these mobile games that are free to play with the resource management, where then that becomes the game. Yeah. But yeah, okay. What? So I've uninstalled the game, reinstalled it. Oh, there we go. And now it's telling me to enter my player name. It's like, well, don't I already have? I don't think their save systems though work as good as like most companies. Oh my god, that's the, when you load up these games and they're like, here's all your free resources, and it's like, all right. Yeah, it doesn't have my save game. I have to figure out how to do that. Link? Transfer? Oh, transfer via Google account.
Did you start the stream?
Yep. Morning. All right, here we go. Okay, starting with Mario Kart. Oh, and it looks like the frame rate's pretty high on the stream too. So I guess they're trying to show that the games are in 60, which is good. This music sounds very different for Nintendo, unless it's just me. Oh, now I'm hearing the saxophones. Yeah, it'd be fun if they did like a Battle Royale Mario Kart. I like that, the jumping off of the walls. That's like it being big and running over people. You know what's interesting? I like all the little gimmicks you're adding, but it reminds me that Mario Wonder that came out last year, it added so many gimmicks that I didn't feel like there was like a baseline main feel of the game. Because every stage was just completely different, which is cool on one hand, but on the other hand, I completely don't think of that game. Mario Kart World. Now that is the name.
Hello everyone, I'm Koichi Kawamoto, and I'll be one of your guides for today's Nintendo Direct. I'm the producer for Nintendo Switch 2.
I'm Takuhiro Dota, the director for Nintendo Switch 2.
And I'm Tetsuya Sasaki, the hardware design lead for Nintendo Switch 2.
What you just saw was Mario Kart World, launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2. Now, what do you think this brand new Mario Kart game will be like?
Okay. Good idea that this is exclusive.
A brand new entry in the Mario Kart series is launching exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Welcome to this vast world. Kart races are held through
Hey, Jape Kill X.
regions that span the globe. Depending on the time of day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change. And in this Mario Kart game, you can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world.
Wow. They're really doing it.
In the classic Grand Prix, race through 4 courses in a bid for first place. But don't sleep at the wheel. You'll also drive to the next course as part of the competition. With 24 drivers in each race, the most in series history, the competition is gearing up. Introducing Knockout Tour. Race non-stop from one corner of the world to another.
Ah, okay.
There are multiple checkpoints along the way.
But yeah, the last one probably gets knocked out or whatever.
Hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated.
I like that.
Can you make it all the way to the finish
I
line?
think they've either had that in previous Mario Karts, or that's just kind of a racing game thing, right? Wasn't there a racing game where that was like the
You can also
main?
freely drive around this vast world in free roam.
Oh, Burnout. Well, I might be thinking of Burnout. Didn't Burnout have that
While
in
going
Knockout?
off-road, you
But
can explore
Takedown.
new areas and routes. So drive wherever your heart
This
takes
is
you.
this is pretty neat.
You can also go for scenic drives with friends. And even take photos together
Wow.
at different locations.
This to me seems like the natural evolution of Mario Kart, and I did not think they would do it. It makes me hopeful for the other Nintendo announcements.
A brand new race across the entire world starts here. Mario Kart World!
Oh, I'm down.
The game launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
Wow.
More details about this title will be shared in an upcoming Mario Kart World Direct.
Yeah, we'll need
So
more
be on the
details
lookout for more information
because I don't know
and
if because it's this world-based game, you have your own single player, and so
Mario Kart
everyone's going to
World
need to buy their own
launches on the
Switch
same day
2.
as Nintendo Switch 2. We'll share more details in the future, so we hope
Like
you're
less
looking forward
couch
to it.
co-op and more couch co-op, but with your own handheld. I don't know.
Next, we'd like to introduce some of the new features of Nintendo Switch 2.
Okay.
These are the Joy-Con 2 controllers for Switch 2. And on the right Joy-Con 2, we've added a new C button.
I guess the
Look at some
right,
new experiences it
if we're
offers.
not his right. Yeah. I like the way the controller looks at that angle.
All you guys. That was you.
Interesting.
Oh, no. Wait, no.
Nix, I'm coming for you.
No, I'm about to get
Come on, no.
I guess are they building it out like a
Introducing
Discord?
Game Chat, a new feature for Nintendo Switch 2.
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me? Hello?
Hi.
Yeah, it does seem like they're
With this
moving
feature, you'll be
Mario
able to
Kart away
communicate
from the
with
couch
friends and
co-op,
family
like when
while playing a
you only
game.
need one Switch, one Mario Kart. Now they're building Mario Kart to where everyone in the family would need their
While
own
using the game chat feature.
card because
Your
the
voice
virtual
is
card
recognized
won't
by
let
a
you play
microphone
together.
built into the system.
Oh, okay. But you're still behind me, right? All right, let's keep going. Okay. So,
It can
I mean,
pick
yeah,
up
you
your
could probably
Skype
still
voice
do
clearly, even from a
co-op on the same
distance.
screen, but they're trying to build it out, I think.
all right, let's keep going. It's coming. Let's make a left right here. Let's make a.
When it's noisy around you, your voice will still come through clearly, letting you chat with ease.
How did you get hit by a bow?
Okay, that's good because a lot of the modern mic technology and video
And you
conferencing
can use this
technology,
feature
especially
in
like
handheld
Microsoft
mode
Teams
too,
and stuff
letting
like that,
you easily chat with
has
friends and
built-in
family.
a lot of
If you
even
open
this
the chat
program I'm
menu,
using right now has a lot of
turn on
built-in
game
mic
screen
effects that
sharing.
you can use to make it sound really good, and
There we go. There we go.
where you don't really
You
need
can
a
also share
high-end
your
mic.
game screen.
Did you see someone just like go on top of that dinosaur?
Really?
They can do that?
Can do it?
You guys, I just did it.
Oh, I want to do it too.
Oh shoot! Oh!
Ooh. Oh, he's trying to eat me. He's trying to eat me.
Okay, I got it. I got it.
Nintendo Skype.
Yay.
Yeah, I know.
You can chat to your
Yeah,
friends
yeah, I'm sure it's still got
even
to have
while
couch
playing
co-op. It
different
would be
games.
crazy if they didn't, but yeah, they're definitely making features to make you feel left out if you don't have your own.
I'm falling. Okay, we got it. We're safe.
Kirby, look, you're in a star. That's so cute.
I mean, look, I guess it might not be a big deal
You
if
can
this
adjust the size of
Mario
your
or
game
Mario
screen.
Kart World, even though you have your own single player open world experience, if you could do it with someone else split screen, we'll have to see if they have that.
Or expand another friend's game screen.
Oh, that's cool.
You gotta get above that wall that's to your left.
You're almost there.
It's just like the wall. Like if she gets past the wall.
This is where I have to do a little wall ride.
Okay.
Ooh, wow.
So everyone can watch them play.
Oh, I think I know where you are. Wait.
Okay, I think we have to try.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Let's take a picture here.
Okay, are you ready?
Smile.
Yay!
Oh, yo, that's sick.
I like your pose, Meeks.
On the right Joy-Con 2 controller, there's an additional button. With the seat button, you can pull up a chat menu.
Oh, dang.
A really
Okay.
nice- Wait, actually, guys, I got a call coming right now, so I'll be right back. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Here, you can quickly and easily mute yourself and more. And there's this.
Oh,
By connecting this camera to the system.
wow.
Hey!
Automatic green screen, another feature seen in like Teams and yeah, you can see where a lot of the
You can share on
business
screen and video chat while playing the game.
sort of technology then bleeds into consumer technology. But yeah, even though technically
Here's
this is
how it
something
works with just the
Nintendo's been behind on, what they're actually showcasing now is ahead of Microsoft and
Please look forward to games
Sony.
which use your camera feed like this.
well, Microsoft in terms of Xbox, because Microsoft's been doing it with Teams.
No, wait.
good.
Go
That
left,
looks
go
good.
left. Left,
Oh, wait,
left.
maybe
Okay.
if I go a little more this way.
Using Game Chat. Even when you're apart, you can play games and hang out as if you were together in the same room. Play together or compete in online multiplayer games. Chat while playing your personal favorites.
That's cool because they're showing, unless it's a remake, like this
Set your
example,
own
older
rules
games.
For a retro game competition.
Oh, that's
Or
cool.
hold a sports competition between families.
Oh yeah, if you're doing active games and you can share the camera with people, that's actually really cool. Yeah, I feel like with Sony and Microsoft, it's like, okay, mic and camera, there you go.
What did you think?
Or not even camera to a
In
degree,
developing
I guess
GameChat,
it depends.
our goal
But
is for you to enjoy
Nintendo's like
playing online
trying to
with others
make
more
it very
closely,
easy to do
including
this.
family and friends. Almost as if you're all playing together in the same place. The camera you saw in the trailer is the Nintendo Switch 2 camera, which will be available on the same day as Switch 2.
Wow. So if there's no pack in game, online membership is required for game chat. It's kind of like my Discord Nitro.
As many people as
And if
possible,
you're using
it's
Microsoft Teams and it wasn't being paid by your
without a membership for a limited
company,
time.
you'd have to pay for
We
it
hope
anyway.
you'll try it out. Additionally, Game Chat supports the Nintendo Switch Parental Controls app, and different settings can be adjusted.
But yeah, I was saying, I guess if I was to pre-order the Switch 2, which April 9th is, they might announce that, there would be the console itself, the camera.
To introduce another new experience
Mario
you can share
Kart.
with family and friends.
What if Mario Kart was a pack-in?
On Nintendo Switch, even if you just have one game, you can pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend and play together. But on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play together locally on multiple systems using just one game with GameShare.
Okay, I think that
Here,
solved a
even
big
games
issue.
that require multiple screens can be played if one person owns a compatible game. With GameShare, you can temporarily share compatible games with others who also have Nintendo Switch 2 or a Nintendo Switch system. You can share a game with up to 3 other systems at a time. GameShare also supports online play with other Switch 2 systems, and you can use it with friends via Game Chat, which we showed earlier. GameShare can only be used with compatible games. This feature is planned for several titles, starting with a free update for Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics
Okay.
on Nintendo Switch.
So it's not system wide.
Also planned for select games exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2, so we hope you'll look forward to it.
Up next,
Okay, as long I don't want to miss.
we'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 system itself.
Yeah, do it. But I was gonna say, as long as for multiplayer games that you would expect them to allow you to do the game share, that they do
At
that,
7.1
because then that
inches,
solves
Switch
everything.
2 has a bigger built-in screen. Here's how that compares to Nintendo Switch. The system's
Wow.
thickness remains the same. With approximately double the pixels compared to Switch, you can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen.
Okay.
The screen supports up to 120 frames per second, allowing for smoother gameplay in supported titles.
Wow.
The LCD screen is more vivid and supports HDR, providing more contrast between light and dark areas of the images. The all-new Joy-Con 2 controllers connect magnetically. Strong magnets keep the controllers firmly attached to the system. Detach a controller easily by pressing the release button on the back. The SL and SR buttons are bigger for greater comfort and control when playing with the Joy-Con
That's
2
cool.
held horizontally.
I'm looking forward to the bigger Joy-Cons.
The left and right sticks are now larger. Each Joy-Con 2 controller can be used as a mouse to play with compatible games. Both
Wow.
the left and right Joy-Con 2 support mouse controls.
I did not expect that.
By adjusting the audio balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer and more natural in handheld and tabletop modes. It has a built-in microphone, so you can voice chat with friends anytime via Game Chat. It also uses noise-canceling technology to filter sounds, so your voice will come through clearly. Even if you don't have a surround sound system, games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you.
I feel like I've been hearing this stuff for years, but I would be open for Nintendo kind of
Place your Nintendo
What am I
Switch
trying to
2
say? Kinda
wherever you
bringing
like
in
with a
something
large,
new.
Sturdy stand. You can move it freely, like
Oh.
this. In addition to the USB-C port found on the bottom of the system, there's one on top as well. It's handy for connecting a USB-C camera or charging in tabletop mode.
That makes sense. Charging in tabletop
Nintendo
mode.
Switch 2 comes with 256 gigabytes of internal storage, 8 times that of Nintendo Switch, for storing your game downloads, save data, and more. Reading and writing data is also faster. Use the Nintendo Switch 2 dock to connect to your TV and enable up to 4K resolution for compatible games.
Okay.
HDR is also supported in TV mode.
Fan ventilation.
The Nintendo
I'm just joking.
Switch 2 dock has a built-in fan that keeps your system cool.
Yeah.
This helps keep
Oh yeah, that's right,
your
JPLX. Yeah, you're right about the release, the magnet release.
On Nintendo Switch 2, you can play Nintendo Switch 2 games, as well as compatible Nintendo Switch games.
So-
Physical and digital games are supported.
So compatible. Interesting. They had to add that. I mean, if it's like 95% of the library, that's fine. But if it's like only 50 or 60, it'd be like, come on.
As you just saw, Nintendo Switch 2 isn't simply an improved Nintendo Switch. We redesigned the system from the ground up and packed in lots of new gameplay features. And to help players better understand the Switch 2 hardware, we're currently developing this game. Mr. Kawamoto!
Oh, here we go.
Hello.
Weird angle.
My current location is actually inside the game itself. This is Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2.
I wonder if this is that campus rumor.
Standing over here. Okay, everyone, join me inside the game.
Oh, kind of like Astrobot on PlayStation 5.
Here. Let's examine them. This sign reads, "Where are the magnets?" The Joy-Con 2 controllers attach to the system with magnets. And those magnets are inside the system. The SL and SR buttons on the Joy-Con 2 are made of metal. So that's how they attach to the system.
And Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think there is a separately planned
So they won't easily
showcase for some games, or I think like Treehouse. That might be after this or something, where they're going to deep dive into all the games
You can discover all sorts of secrets
and
about Nintendo
apparently
Switch
make some
2.
announcements, or
Another
supposedly.
example, the Joy-Con 2 controllers have mouse controls. And when combined with the gyroscopes, you can even do something like this. You can adjust
That's
the
neat.
position of the golf club and aim for the cup by rotating the Joy-Con 2. By combining the mouse controls and gyroscopes...
But where would people be doing this? Let me think. Like, I have a computer desk, so it makes sense for me to put the Switch mouse down. But I guess if I'm in the living room, maybe I just do it on the table.
To tiny details you might
I mean,
not
people
notice
have
until they're pointed
living
out.
room tables, I
There are
guess.
plenty. Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour.
Or
will
if I'm
launch
on the
as a
couch and I
digital
guess
game on the same day
If
as
the
Nintendo
armrest, or
Switch 2.
maybe you can get
So
something for the
please check it
armrest.
out if you're interested.
Now, I'd like to share some more information regarding Nintendo Switch 2. This is the game card for Nintendo Switch 2 titles. It's the same shape as Nintendo Switch game cards, but it's now red and it has much faster data reading speeds. Next up is additional storage. Switch 2 will only work with micro SD express cards. They're a different type of SD card and will make high-speed data transfers possible. Please note that regular micro SD cards used for Nintendo Switch will not be compatible.
Oh, I guess I missed it. That was a paid game? Yeah, that is
Data from
kind of
Switch
weird.
To Switch 2, you can log into your Nintendo account to use the System Transfer feature. With this feature, you can transfer save data, digital games, and more. We're also releasing a new
Oh.
Pro controller. It has a C button, which launches Game Chat, and on the back, there are new GL
Ah.
which you can use to assign existing button controls.
Interesting.
In addition, an audio jack has been added. We've introduced a few new features, and after today's presentation, the official Nintendo Switch 2 website will go live. There will also be an Ask the Developer article on the website, where the three of us will talk about the development of Nintendo Switch 2. We hope you'll check that out.
Hey, what's up, Steven? Good to see you.
And now, the Nintendo
Red and
Switch 2
faster.
launch date. Nintendo Switch 2 launches
Yeah,
on June
GR and GL, unexpected.
We're
And
very much looking forward to
the
the day when
naming.
you all get to experience it, so please wait just a bit longer.
okay, available June 5th.
Now, broadly speaking,
That's right in line with after the
you can play three
guessing,
types of
because I knew they wouldn't wait till holiday.
The first
They want to
type
get the
is
early
Nintendo
adopters
Switch 2
in
games.
and then have the holiday games.
These games take advantage of the performance and features of Switch 2. The second type is compatible games that were released on Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games are the third type. Some games that were released on Switch will receive upgraded versions that offer things like improved visuals, new ways to play on Switch 2, and more. Now, I'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 Edition of Super Mario Party Jamboree. Please take a look.
So yeah, they're gonna make you pay more for the upgrade.
Super Mario Party Jamboree is getting an upgrade on Nintendo Switch 2. The upgrade expands on the base game and adds new features, including mouse controls,
Well,
audio recognition,
okay, that's a lot.
more expressive rumble, and gameplay that uses a camera accessory, all of which can be accessed on Switch 2. Let's check out 3 new and updated modes. First up is
Wait a
Mario
minute.
Party mode. With a single camera,
I was about to say,
players can join the festivities.
one camera can
You'll be
detect
able to
each
see each other's
face
faces
individually.
as you play, so you can experience
See
all
this,
the reactions
so they
and emotions
they
in real
are
time.
improving,
Or friends
but they got to
can
do it with more than one
play
game. But they are
online.
technically kind of improving that couch co-op experience, kind of making it more integrated.
Up
I don't
next,
know.
It's Bowser Live, a mode where the livelier team wins. Bowser will bring you on stage 2. Hit blocks to collect the most coins. Guide an RC car with your voice. Go! And compete in other mini-games using full body movement and sound. Finally, take a ride on the mouse-controlled carnival coaster. With the safety bar lowered and secured, you're off. Use mouse controls to shoot down enemies while you feel the bumps and rumbles of the coaster.
Yeah, but I guess it's
When you
weird.
enter a
Yeah,
park,
that
a
Sony.
minigame will begin.
I guess I
There's
just
a
keep going back to
bouldering
Microsoft.
game where 2
Microsoft
players each
went out of their
control an
way,
arm.
making things backwards
One where you
compatible
shake
and
a can of
upgrading
spray paint
graphics, and you
quickly
didn't have to
tag
pay.
objects.
It's so crazy
Enjoy the
again
thrill
that
of these
people,
intuitive minigames.
when they hit on
How quickly
Microsoft, they
can you
forget
reach the
all the
station?
things that they were doing for the
From
consumer.
minigames that use a camera, the built-in microphone, mouse controls, and rumble. The biggest party yet is getting even bigger. Super Mario Party Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, plus Jamboree TV launches on Nintendo
Yeah, I'm
Switch
curious
2,
about the mouse
July
controls thing.
24th. Nintendo Switch 2 players who already own Super Mario Party
Although
Jamboree
it's almost
upgrade to
the
Nintendo
design's
Switch
almost
2
like there's
Edition plus
ergonomic
Jamboree TV
mice that
by
you see
purchasing an upgrade pack.
that I've been even debating getting.
Please look
But-
forward to a new Mario Party experience, where you can see each other's reactions while playing. Let's continue presenting some more Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games.
Oh, here we go. This is what I've been waiting
Nintendo
for.
Switch 2 editions of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom feature enhanced resolution and frame rates, and also support HDR, which makes the image more vibrant,
Okay.
so you can play with smoother, higher definition graphics. Plus, you can get even more out of your adventures in Hyrule using Zelda Notes. This new feature can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch app on smart devices. It's a game-specific service that's exclusive to the Switch 2 editions of these titles.
Wow. Well, now I have a reason to go play Tears of the Kingdom.
Like shrines and Koroks you haven't found yet.
Guidance activating. Proceed north.
Nah. Wow.
Or you can share your creations using QR codes and send them to another player to create in their game.
That is cool. Especially if I can get QR code something instead of sit there and build
These
it.
features will make your adventures even more enjoyable.
Okay.
In Kirby and the Forgotten Land, you'll be able to enjoy an additional story exclusive to the Nintendo Switch
So-
2 edition, along with improved graphics and frame rates.
Are they making you rebuy the game? Is it just an update if you already own the game? I'm really
This
curious.
story takes place in the Forgotten Land after being struck by a powerful meteor that's causing some mysterious changes.
This is a fun game, and I haven't beat it yet. And I was even just thinking about it the other day, but I don't want to redo the game if I can't continue. I don't know. I hope they explain that.
Metroid Prime 4 Beyond will have both a Nintendo Switch and a Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
So that's why I didn't think it looked that impressive, because the game is still a Switch title.
In addition to
So we were
standard
just
controls,
seeing
you can
potentially
use
just the
mouse
Switch
controls
version
for
when they were
intuitive
showing it.
gameplay on Switch 2. Plus, you can explore the immersive world in 4K at 60 frames per second, or enjoy smoother action in full HD at
Wow.
120 frames per second. Choose from
I
these
mean,
two modes, both of which support
1080 120 is nothing really if you think about it, but for Nintendo to be like, oh look, you could do this 120
Pokemon
FPS.
Legends ZA, which is scheduled to launch later this year, will not only receive a Nintendo Switch version, but a Nintendo Switch 2 edition as well. By taking advantage of the power of Switch 2, you can enjoy your adventure in Lumio City with enhanced resolution and frame rates. The Nintendo Switch 2 edition games you just saw will be available as both physical and digital versions. And if you already own the Nintendo Switch version,
Okay, so it is an upgrade
you can
pack.
play the Nintendo Switch 2 edition by purchasing an upgrade pack. We hope you're looking forward to these.
So
Nintendo
Kirby,
Switch 2
I would need that, Breath of the Wild.
Next,
But I didn't buy-
I'd like to
no, I
introduce
did
a
buy
brand
Tears of
new
the Kingdom,
game
so-
featuring mouse controls with the Joy-Con 2 controllers. Please take a look.
It depends, because I do think there's something to how your arm and your wrist is positioned. I think Nintendo thought about that. We'll see. But I feel like if I'm sitting back on my couch and I'm using like the armrest, I would think it would be fine. But then I don't know if I would be doing that. I'd feel like I'd have to have my arm out to the right or left, away from my body a bit. I'm gonna have to test that out. Although I don't see myself, like, there's nothing so far with the mouse that's like, oh, I have to use the mouse. It's interesting that they went with this. Is that gonna be fun to do? Because I don't think people choose to do this in real life that have to, be in a wheelchair. So if you're playing a game where the whole point of it is to, the entire gimmick is moving your hands, I don't know. Seems odd to me.
In Drag and Drive, you'll use both Joy-Con 2 controllers as mice to intuitively pull off various moves. We hope you're looking forward to a new twist on 3-on-3 matches using dual mouse controls. Next, here are some games from our publishing and development partners coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Oh, look at this.
This world is in dire need of repair. You can see them, can't you? The rays of grace
Okay, so
that guide you.
that's nice for people that just have Switch.
I have no doubt you will become Elden. May you take the throne.
Cool.
Hey, I'm Greg Kasabin from Supergiant Games.
Okay, so is it just not? It must not be me. That I thought that was like some weird dub, but the audio is delayed a little bit. So here's where they'll probably show some games that I might mostly not care about, because I think it's just going to be like, here's games that people have been wanting on Switch, and now it's going to be on Switch too.
Later this year.
Okay, Capcom could be cool, but it depends which Capcom game. Oh, okay. Again, this is an example of like, if you've only had Switch and you plan to buy a Switch, see, that's the thing. It's like, you could just, if you really wanted Street Fighter, you could just spend the money on a console that can play it. Or you could wait for a Switch 2 and then get it.
Initiating Arsenal boot sequence. Weapon safety
So it's like, what I'm saying, it's not like a game like someone is gonna buy a console for. But it's good that Capcom's putting this stuff on.
Commencing launch. After 2 long wars where our freedom was restricted, we will finally be liberated from humans.
I'm in need of a new arsenal, new equipment, and money. I'm for sale, and you're buying.
Okay, this could be cool. I tend to get teased by cool looking mech suits.
This planet will be ours. The sovereign axiom.
Vanquish 2, Chris, that would be awesome if that's actually what's going on here.
No! Because we're in the middle of a war. Don't you get it?
I won't just stop you. I'll tear you apart! All children bring hope.
Oh, another one of these. I've got one on PC. I haven't really played much through it.
Hey, this is Joseph Forrest from Hazelight. I'm super excited for Split Fiction to come to Nintendo Switch 2. The game is a story about friendship.
Yeah, Jim KillX, is it worth playing through the first one? Because I played a little bit of it, but didn't. The combat stuff seemed kind of basic. I don't know if it just gets more interesting.
You're gonna love this one, trust me. And of course, you'll be able to play.
You know, it is interesting because it does look like we're seeing this on Switch hardware, but is that Switch 2? And I say that just because you can kind of tell where the graphics look a little iffy.
Both on the pitch and on the gridiron. We're excited to announce the EA Sports FC will be coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah, it did look like Power Armor instead of, in the one I have on PC.
EA Sports.
They were like mechs.
Hi, I'm Alan Tu from Avalanche Software. We are bringing Hogwarts Legacy to Nintendo Switch 2. With enhanced graphics and seamless world transitions, you'll be immersed in the Wizarding World like never before. And the new mouse controls on Switch 2 give you even more ways to experience the adventure. Discover the enhanced magic.
If I was into Harry Potter, I bet I'd like this. Oh, cool. So, yeah, what I'm curious is for the rest of the year, when a multi-platform game comes out, it's also going to be on Switch too. It's just so funny to see, specifically with Gundam games, how Bandai Namco does release them on every platform except Xbox. No, that's random. Iron Galaxy.
Hello, this is Christian Elverdam from IO Interactive. We are bringing our flagship title, Hitman World of Assassination, to Nintendo Switch 2. As the best assassin in the trade, Agent 47 does everything he can to accomplish his mission.
All right. Some of this stuff is a little uninteresting for me, so while we do this, I'm going to kind of multitask on the side, but I'll still watch chat.
Plus, we are excited to bring another familiar agent to the platform.
Wait, are they premiering the James Bond game on Nintendo Direct? Well, okay, so they're not showing it yet. They're...
Spy is coming to Nintendo Switch 2, so stay tuned.
Okay, another example of multi-platform games coming.
The story of light and shadow that never fades is reborn. Bravely Default returns, remastered in high definition. Featuring the Brave and Default commands that help you control the flow of turn-based battles. Change and customize jobs to build out your very own party. Enjoy your adventure with upgraded features and enhancements. And all new minigames with unique ways to play. Square Enix presents the classic fantasy.
Yeah, Autonomous. I think they've been working on it for quite a while now. Now that they're completely independent, I think. Yeah, and it's not. I don't know too much about it. I don't think anyone does, really. Yeah, Bravely Default. Always heard of that. Okay, Yakuza going to Switch. Like, you know, I like the idea that all platforms get the multi-platform releases because I feel like that kind of helps the consumer kind of determine, okay, well, yeah, it helps the consumer determine what platform they want to go on based on what type of features and quality of life improvements each console could offer. Platform
games
holder.
to show from our publishing and development partners, but for now, we'd like to show a game being developed in collaboration with Nintendo. Please take a look.
In collaboration with Nintendo? You would hope so. Oh. But AAA Game Studio? That's pretty on the nose name.
When the Zonai, who descended from the heavens, joined hands with the Hylians, who dwelled on
Okay, so because it had the Koei Tecmo, is this another Calamity War, like, or whatever, Hyrule Warriors style game?
a war was fought to vanquish this evil, one which future generations would call.
I would be surprised if this is a mainline Zelda game and Koei Tecmo is helping them.
Perhaps you truly have traveled back in time.
Okay, so another game where you're Zelda. It's cool they did that 2D one. Oh, okay, so this is like a prequel.
That must mean this really is the past.
Okay, see, okay, yeah, so it is a Hyrule Warriors style game. Okay, you know, so it's possible the Calamity Wars, whatever, would get the upgrade, but at least this, you know, right out of the gate, I can't speak this morning, and I have to be speaking a lot here shortly, should be running good. 60 FPS. Age of Imprisonment. Interesting. Oh, cool. I have something to look forward to.
That was Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. It's being developed by Koei Tecmo Games, with support from Nintendo. We hope you're looking forward to the untold story of the Imprisoning War.
I am.
Which took place in Hyrule long ago.
And now, some news about Nintendo Switch Online.
Okay.
You can continue to enjoy Nintendo Switch Online on Switch 2. And with Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack, you can enjoy a new membership benefit exclusively on Switch 2.
Okay.
Please take a look at this.
What is it? GameCube and GameCube. Okay. I was gonna say GameCube and DS.
Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack will be getting a new classic game library exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo GameCube, originally released in 2001. Here are the titles that will be available at launch. A Legend of Zelda game that looks like a cartoon come to life through cell shading. Controlling the wind using a mysterious baton, Link sets sail on an adventure across the Great Sea. The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. Transcending
Oh, that's cool.
and the world. A tale of souls and swords eternally retold.
And this would have Link in it too, because I think this game had the exclusive Link.
And Link Legend of Zelda series.
That's cool when it has the exclusive.
Soul Calibur 2. Experience a world of white knuckle racing at speed.
I like this series too, but I never really
Machines will put it all on the line in
played two. I think I played this one the most.
Featuring the series first,
Well, maybe the Super Nintendo one.
customization and story mode. Get ready to experience F-Zero GX. In games that support multiplayer, up to 4 can play together locally or online. Enjoy these classic games with clearer image quality and higher resolution than the original releases. You can also check the controls for each title and customize
I
them
might
to
have
your liking.
messed up something.
More titles will be added in the future.
Luigi's Mansion. That was a good one.
Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics, the Switch 2 exclusive.
It's funny, I've played through nearly...
Switch Online plus
No, I've played through every Luigi's Mansion game to the end and never beat them. I don't know what happens. Each time something...
a dedicated controller designed after the original GameCube controller will also be
That's cool.
released. It can connect wirelessly and also has a C button to quickly access
Oh.
game chat.
Wow.
The Nintendo GameCube controller, exclusively available for Nintendo Switch Online members, will also be available the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
Whether you're familiar with the game,
Ultronymous, I heard there's a reasoning for that, and it's Nintendo is wanting to stagger the big things to keep people coming. Because it's because you have to have the subscription to play it, which is
here on Nintendo Switch 2.
kind of disappointing.
Okay, let's see some more games from our publishing and development partners.
More games? I'm done with that. Interesting. A new Undertale?
Hi, I'm Randy from Gearbox. Borderlands 4, our upcoming flagship.
Hate to say it every time, but hey, he ruined the Aliens game, and I will always be forever angry. I mean, he pissed off Sega.
Shoot and shoot your way through a world filled with wild enemies and outrageous weapons. We're still in development, and it's already the most ambitious Borderlands game we've ever made. Borderlands 4 will launch in 2025. We'll be sharing a lot of the game in the months ahead, and there's more from 2K on the way.
Hi, I'm Dennis Shirk from Firaxis Games. We're releasing a Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Sid Meier's
Ultronymous.
Civ 7. In Civ 7,
Glad we're
you'll
on the same
establish
page.
an empire and guide your people throughout the ages of history. With
Really
the
cool,
mouse
especially having the mouse. Yeah,
control,
I was about to say, and they're showing it like
Civ 7 launches
Nintendo
the same
is
day as
is
Switch
actually
2.
thinking
And if you already own the Nintendo Switch version, you can experience mouse
here,
control
like,
on Switch 2.
man, that's actually a really good point because with the Xbox, let's say it comes out with its own handheld,
Even more news from 2K.
they're gonna have to come up with a neat, interesting gimmick to have a mouse on board. That's interesting. I didn't really think about that. Or just some other way to interact when it comes to like a cursor-based
NBA 2K
sort of
as well.
thing.
We can't wait to see you in the ring and on the court.
So everything's coming out. Nintendo is getting those third-party games again. Those bigger ones.
Lack of preparation. Boom! Terrible at steering a raft. Let's slay some trees. Awesome! You nailed it!
Okay, that did freeze for me.
Line and sinker. Tastes amazing, doesn't it?
But
Really has.
By purchasing the upgrade.
yeah, that seems to be the stream.
Nicely done. Well, I think that's everything. Let's set sail.
Let's see what happens.
This time for home.
Hi, I'm Dave Crooks from
Wow.
Hi. Let's look at Enter the Gungeon 2.
Oh, the chat went back up. At first it said it was disabled. Oh, that might have been because it didn't start yet.
Now reloaded in a new 3D art style.
Yeah, people are saying it froze too. Wow, okay. We'll give it a few more minutes. Might have to jump. It's good timing anyway. I do have a lot of work I have to get to. But I guess while they're figuring that out, I gotta say, I'm 100% completely satisfied with everything that was announced because it's a earlier. Oh, that's weird. It's an earlier, release in the year. Instead of the holiday, which is cool. It's gonna have the upgrade stuff for the Switch. It depends on the pricing. I guess if you're gonna, depending maybe on the architecture they had to move from. I don't know. I just want to be able to play Tears of the Kingdom with better performance. What was the other? I think the chat thing. I think really, yeah. The way I think Mario Kart, the way they're making this Mario Kart game.
Cyberpunk 2077 is an
Okay, so they're talking about Cyberpunk.
RPG set in Night City. Thanks to Nintendo Switch 2, you can transport yourself to the city of dreams at home or on the go.
So that's cool. I don't know how you guys think, but I feel like, yeah, this is a pretty big deal for Nintendo because how many people are watching live right now? Over 1 million. So that's pretty crazy. But I am pumped and excited about the Switch 2, but they didn't reveal a price, did they? Just when it's coming out. So let's see if... I mean, if they don't do it here shortly... hold on a second. I mean, wouldn't you think... Oh, look at that. Look at these games. Yeah, wouldn't you think they'd have a price? Hopefully they're about to do that. Hollow Knight? You're a baby? Wow. Man, there's a lot of cool, what it's saying same day as, and that Fast Fusion looks cool. But I wonder how much of these are going to end up being multi-platform, and then I'd rather just, well, I wouldn't get that on a Switch too. And I guess the only reason I'm saying that is because I'd feel like I'd rather get my multi-platform titles on Windows device, since... just like Xbox is wanting to combine with Steam, so it's like that's where I kind of want to keep the ecosystem if possible. I don't know. I really don't know. This stuff changes all the time. But man, seeing all these titles, man, it's like Nintendo is finally back in. Outlaws was on that.
We've shown a lot of games so far. The next game will be the last from our publishing and development partners. Please take a look.
Okay, this is the last game? Or last games? Because you said partners. I'm going to guess Resident Evil.
I give you my blood. I give you my life.
Oh, you're saying Lies of P? I mean, even cool. Even though I don't care, I think that's cool for more of those types of games to be on Nintendo. That's interesting. Castlevania, damn, Chris, man. If it is Castlevania, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Because From Software. I was about to say I have a coffee right here. If that said Konami, I would be like knocking the coffee over. So, From Software, are they making? I mean, there's no way that they would say this is Bloodborne 2. Are they making their own unique style? Oh my God, is this Bloodborne 2 for the Switch 2 reveal? I kind of don't think so. It's almost like maybe it's like the multiplayer thing, like Elden Ring, because they're showing all these what could be classes. Come on, just tell me what it is. Whoa. Whoa.
Close your eyes and contemplate now the moon, as befits the soon to depart.
I pray that you are able.
That's very Bloodborne. And he just said blood. Yeah, this has to be Bloodborne. An AI Bloodborne, because what was that? Yeah, this does look like someone asked AI to make a trailer for Bloodborne 2. Again, because it's showing these multiple characters doing things, it's almost like that Elden Ring Night Rain that's coming out, but for Bloodborne. But it could be that, okay, the Dusk Bloods. Interesting. So this is From Software making Nintendo their own Souls-like. Unless this is multi-platform, actually. I don't know. Available only on Nintendo Switch 2, unless they just mean not Nintendo Switch 1.
Saw was a brand new game by From Software. We'll be publishing a creator's voice article where the game's director, Hidetaka Miyazaki, will share more details about the game. So please check it out when it's available.
So either this is a multi-platform game and Nintendo's getting it,
From our publishing and development partners.
or yeah, it's multi-platform. No. Yeah, it's either exclusive to Nintendo or it's multi-platform and they're just revealing it. And when they said exclusive to Switch 2, they mean in relation to Nintendo, it's not on Switch 1. Legally distinct Bloodborne. It's like literally what it is.
We'll showcase more games in the future, so we hope you're looking
Yeah,
forward to it.
I'm wondering.
Next, please take a look at this.
If it's just like I do want pricing. Is that Sonic? Well, it looks like a Star Mario would be on. Oh yeah, they did say one more game from their partners, so this is not a partner. Oh, it's Kirby. And we didn't get a price yet. We didn't get a Switch 2 price yet. Yeah, the sound delay does not help. Is Nintendo competing with themselves? Oh, Air Ride. Okay, another Air Riders. I'm sure it will be distinct enough from Mario Kart. Ah, Sakurai. So it must be good. Okay, guys. I think I'm gonna jump. I wanted to get the price. If someone does get pricing,
Kirby Air Ride, which originally released on the Nintendo GameCube system over 20 years ago, is getting a brand new game. We hope you're looking forward to Kirby Air Riders, directed by Masahiro Sakurai.
okay.
Next is our last trailer for today. Please take a look.
Okay, last trailer. Let me just see what it looks like it could be, and then I'm gonna jump. So I gotta go. Oh no, it's Mario, isn't it? So I have to stay. Or Donkey Kong. Yep. Oh, Donkey Kong. Cool. All right, guys, I'm going to go. Had a lot of fun. Talk to y'all later.